Hello everybody, today we are reacting to all confirmed characters returning in Dexter Resurrections. The creator of this video, his name will be in the title, so go check him out. I am a big Dexter fan, as anybody who has watched this channel now for over the last probably 2 months would know this. Now, and anybody who's been watching the show this channel for over a couple years knows that this is the exact type of show I would be into. So, yeah. Let's get right into it.
Dexter Resurrections begins next week, and I thought it would be a great time to look into the confirmed characters returning for Dexter Resurrections and potential characters returning. Before we get into things, if you are new here and a huge fan of Dexter, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, as a lot more Dexter content will be coming in the near future. Let's dive into things. So, of course, fan favourite
So, right off the bat, review with Al is who this video is by. As you just saw back there, like he just said, go subscribe to Reviews with Al. I'm very sorry that I could not remember your name, Reviews with Al.
fan of Dexter, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell, as a lot more Dexter content will be coming in the near future. But let's dive into things. So, of course, fan favourite Michael C. Hall will be reprising his role as Dexter Morgan for a third time, the man with the most
As he
in
should.
TV history. As we saw in Dexter New Blood, it finished with a gunshot to his chest by his extremely annoying son Harrison, and due to fan upset and also a regain in popularity of this show because of TikTok edits, I believe Showtime and Paramount saw a great opportunity to hopefully give fans and Dexter the send-off we all want. Which, I have no idea what that is, we all just know the previous ending sucked. Next we
Yeah, it kinda did. I'm not gonna lie, it kinda did. But I feel like this Dexter Resurrections is not gonna be the last show.
is Harrison. I've seen a lot of controversy about this and was quite surprised by how many fans really didn't like his character. He was a little annoying and whiny, but what do you expect from a kid who got abandoned by a serial killer father? It will be interesting to see how they integrate him into the story and how he reunites with Dexter, as he went on the run, so you'd think we'd never see him again. But maybe he comes back to finish the job and put an end to the Bay Harbor Butcher once and for all. The beloved Angel Batista, portrayed by David Zayas, Mr. La Passion himself, is set to make a return.
Hey, what about communication, trust, la pasión?
Batista will be one of the only people at Miami Metro.
Yeah, if Batista doesn't return, the show's gonna suck. Okay, let's just be honest. Batista is my favorite. Okay, Batista will always be my favorite character. If you guys have watched this channel, you would know that.
Who got a glimpse of the real Dexter when Dexter killed Oliver Saxon as revenge for killing Deb, his younger sister. I'm excited for this reunion, most of all because Batista is either going to want to sit and have a long chat with Dexter, which would be very interesting to get an understanding of why he did everything he did, or just go straight for the kill in revenge of Mariah LaGuerta. The next three who I think will potentially return but aren't confirmed are Harry, Deb, and Brian, or
Pliny,
as Dexter would say. My reasoning for this is I believe we will see Dexter fighting himself more than he ever has. He will be conflicted and confused to who he truly is. The code is now out of the window after him killing Logan in the Iron Lake jail in New Blood, and as we've seen from Dexter Original Sin, he is in the hospital, essentially captured. Michael C. Hall in an interview said there is potential for multiple seasons, so this will most likely be Dexter on the run for the majority of it.
New Blood was a limited series.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one thing that will be a little bit iffy with me, is the whole idea that it's gonna be kinda, I don't know. I really hope he does continue the code. I'm really a little bit worried of how the type of path that Dexter's going to go down in Dexter Resurrections, because Dexter's supposed to be the good guy, and not okay in the sense that he's supposed to be like a vigilante almost. Like, he's supposed to be doing it for good, and if he just throws the code out the window, then I don't think there's going to be any. At this point, you're just watching a serial killer have fun.
We know if this is going to be an ongoing. Will it be multiple seasons?
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially multiple. Okay.
For him to be on the run, he will have to kill people, without a doubt, for him to not get captured, so he will have to carry on breaking Harry's code, and eventually become his darkest self, which is what his brother Brian always wanted. I think Harry will be in Dexter's head trying to get him to stick to the code, Deb will be telling him what a piece of shit he is in typical Deborah fashion, and Brian will be enjoying the show, egging Dexter on to kill people and be his true self, so to speak. But this is just my own personal theory, nothing is confirmed.
I hope it isn't like
Next,
that.
I think we see a potential return from Quinn, who I think secretly always had Dexter's back because of his love for Deb.
Quinn, best comeback. I want to see Quinn come. If Quinn doesn't come back, I will cry.
However, I'm not too sure on this, as it seems the actor Desmond Harrington lost himself a little after the show. Maybe I'm wrong, but it seems like Bro went through it. It would be cool to see Vince Masuka back too, however, I think it would be really sad to see his character discover the truth about Dexter. Not just because they were good work buddies, but because in the original show, Masuka always made it a little more lighthearted and funny, and of course there's the classic Masuka laugh. Which I don't think that we get if he knew his lab bro was the Bay Harbor Butcher. Then there's speculation.
Okay, no. I feel like he would come back just because it's Masuka. Also, as for Quinn, we've seen him in an interview. Yeah, he looks different, but he still looks like the guy who played Quinn. He looks like Quinn. I mean, really, he still looks like himself. I think there was something that probably happened after Dexter. I think he just wasn't as big as an actor as he probably hoped to be. Michael C. Hall has always been a pretty good actor and all that stuff, so yeah.
Of characters like Lumen and also Hannah making a return, but I'm not too convinced on those ones. Hannah presumably died, according to Harrison, after telling Dexter she died from cancer. However, we soon found out not much Harrison said was true, so she could be alive, or he could have killed her himself, struggling with his own dark passenger. And a return from Lumen would be cool. She added a new energy to the show in a time when it seemed like the writers were struggling. Season 5 was pretty lame aside from the Dexter and Lumen storyline. Dexter Resurrection is rumoured to be set in New York City, offering a fresh backdrop for Dexter's escape. This change in scenery could introduce new characters and perhaps even a new take on Dexter's code, especially with his identity now more exposed.
Which, as of when I'm recording this, not of when this video had dropped, that Reviews with Al did, but as I'm recording this reaction video to this, which is like probably a month after he released this, there have been many new characters that have been announced.
I'm not too sure how they would get all the original characters from Florida to New York, but we shall see soon. That's all the info we have so far on the...
I know how. It's gonna be... She called Batista, the sheriff there. Dexter's girlfriend called Batista. Like, Batista now knows about it. He's gonna be more than ready to get to New York.
Turning characters in Dexter Resurrection. Remember, this is based on current rumours and announcements, so stay tuned for more updates as we get them. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe already, and let us know in the comments who you're most excited to see back in action. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was exactly the type of thing that I have expected to hear. Yes, I'm going to my podcast screen. No, this is not an episode of the podcast. This is a reaction video. But I will see you all next time. Yeah, I mean, no. Wait, before I do that, yeah, the outro. Yeah, before I do the outro, let me just state, I think that this guy has a lot of good theories, a lot of good ideas, and I feel like some of them, though, I hope don't actually happen. But yeah, I'll see you all next time. I hope you guys go and subscribe to Reviews with Al. And bye-bye.